file and serve their submissions.
On that day. Thank you.
For the second respondent. We have not received any documents from the first respondent.
Hearing number 5 of 2010 civil broken behavior as a CEO and
Good morning, Honorable Chair, members of the Tribunal.
Morning.
I am Ongwen for the appellant.
When? Yes?
I believe I can see Council Elis Njoroge on the call. Oh, yes.
Good morning, Mr. Chairperson and the honorable members of the Tribunal.
Morning.
My name is Onyenji Njoroge. I hold brief. Yes, I hold brief for my senior Dr. Motomi Thiong'ol, and we are on record for the interested party, the applicants for the application that is coming up for hearing today. We are ready.
Yes, I confirm that the appellant is ready to proceed.
Okay, we give it around 20 minutes. We deal with this case, then we come back.
Come back at 10:30.
What's them, Brett? Come back at 11.
11.
Yes. Okay, thank you. You can push it.
Appreciating the crime that is all over this country. We have a judgment that was delivered on the 28th of April 2022. To date, the people that are given the mandate to ensure that that judgment is complied with the trustees.
If anybody was dissatisfied with those orders, the only way is to go to another court. We can't issue summons, then you raise a PO before us that we don't have jurisdiction. Already summons have been issued. So I believe that this PO is not in the right place.
We will demonstrate it.
No, I don't think so, because what we are saying is this. We are the ones who gave orders. We are the ones who summoned. We have already summoned. You could have raised that issue at that time. Now that we have made orders, which must be complied, if any party is not agreeable to our orders, you can only move to the higher court. We can't sit on our own orders. So, in brief, let me just make a small ruling on this. Because already, as far as we are concerned,
you have not yet heard me on that. If you want to hear me, let me.
Okay, you make, what I'm saying is, we cannot sit as an appellate court on our own orders. Without due respect to counsel, we made those rulings, those summons, and they have been complied. The parties are here. Then you argue your PO here. We make a ruling here. Then we proceed.
That's what I'm
Okay.
asking. If
Okay.
you try to argue my appeal, then you proceed.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
amendments to that report, it is for the parties. It can
Yes, Constitutional Counsel.
We are not the end of it. It is for the parties to move the tribunal. Or you are asking the trustees to come. Are you going to swear them? Are you going to swear the CEO? Are you opening a hearing? And where will that hearing proceed with?
A very, just one page, just alluding in just 2 minutes. Having listened to all the arguments from both parties, we realize that the preliminary objection allows out of the orders of the tribunal that were made on 11 July 2024, where we summoned the CEO and the trustees. The orders of this tribunal or another court have only one way: obedience to those orders. On 25th January 2024, this tribunal made the following orders. One, that the first to the 10th respondent to comply with the order number 154E of the tribunal's judgment dated 28 April 2022 and all other orders under the said judgment, effective immediately. The CEO to file a report on compliance with the tribunal's order with the tribunal within 90 days of the ruling. So it's not proper to state that the tribunal is factus officio. Well, the judgment is still has not been satisfied. We cannot be factus officio in any way whatsoever. The tribunal does not make judgments or deliver rulings in vain. The judgments delivered by this tribunal are meant to be complied with. Otherwise, we'll be having nothing to do here. If we deliver judgments, then we don't follow up with their execution. In short, we are saying that the tribunal has jurisdiction to hear this matter, and you cannot go around the issues of the technicality while the retirees are here waiting for judgment to be satisfied. There was no appeal or judicial review referred to any court on this judgment. And what the tribunal has said is simply very simple: calculate and pay. And that's why we summoned the trustees and the CEO. In a nutshell, the PO is hereby dismissed with costs. The CEO, because these are orders of the tribunal, the authority is the one charged with supervisory powers and ensuring compliance of all schemes in this country. So when a judgment is delivered and we have made a decision and we have ordered the CEO to supervise, who else do you expect to supervise this execution? Who? It is the CEO. Unless they are saying they are abdicating from their duties, you'll bear witness with us that this matter has come before us several times. And all what we are asking, and that is what even all councils who are here, we are not taking sides in this case. The judgment was delivered on 28th of August 2022. The answer is very simple. If so and so worked from this year to this year, what is our payment? If you are paid, calculate, tell us, we paid. If there is extra to be paid as per the judgment. So what I will ask, and this with the due respect, retirement benefits or retirement issues are not issues to go around These are people who have worked for years and years. And it's not proper that when they want to be paid, we go through technicalities. No, we can't allow that. So I would request Mr. Maruti, if the CEO is around, to just come up, explain whether the trustees have complied with the decision of the court, and if they have not, what is the reason? Simply that's what we want to know from here.
That report, Chair, we looked at the calculation as ordered by the Tribunal, and we noted that unfortunately that some of the members of the calculation have been done, but those particular calculation was only applied in the 2006 and the year 2005. Thereafter,
Figures,
Look at that report. There are several areas. Just go like page 16. Anybody with any question? What are we arguing?
Actually, I'm wondering, Chair.
No, let me, council, let's go first. We finished with the people we summoned, then we can move. If you have an issue, then you can raise it later.
I'm just with you, Chair.
Yes.
I am saying that the issue of the, you draw his attention to those paragraphs from page 16. If we can deal with that issue,
Okay, then Avati, let me finish first, then we go back.
so that we can deal with this issue. We have heard him say, but we were never asked to explain that. But we have got the actuaries who did the calculation.
Okay, if they are here, we will talk to them.
And we can, do you want us to go one step at a time? Because
What I'm saying, let's finish with the CEO, we finish with the trustees, then you raise the issues that you want to raise.
am I allowed to ask him any questions?
Yeah, yes, you can ask. No, let him ask. No, you ask if you have any question to ask.
when that time came, which I think was not yet from 31st of subsequently, the report then got to us after the time that we had. And this now the report that we looked into. And based on our submission, what we found out from this report, we noted that are not able to calculate as the calculation. So we did not go back to them, but we gave our report to them. Based on the direction.
You agree with me? Actually, from the report you received on the 5th of June, you didn't come back to us. That's the first of it. You did not.
Yes, we did not. We filed the report of the tribunal as directed on whether it has been complied with that.
No, you didn't come back. You see, what the tribunal is concerned with is the issue of the missing data from hearing the tribunal correct. And you didn't come back to us for it. You did. You did not come back to us.
We did not go back.
So even when you wrote this letter on the 8th of July to the tribunal, saying that you have not been supplied with the data, you actually hadn't asked for the data.
You see, yeah, and that was applied to us. Because there are two letters here. There is a letter, the first one that we wrote to the concerning that we have not received the data. And that is the information as per the direction that we given. So in a time like that, we had a meeting with the local government. And these are our cells, we know that the communication has not been done.
So that I think I don't want us to keep on waiting. What the tribunal asked for is the report of wisdom. at page 21, it is saying that the data missing. Okay. The tribunal then is asking you, you did supervise. You didn't even ask for that data.
Was not even supposed to be there, or is it missing altogether? Then we cut through the chest, because we are not conducting a trial. We are just trying to ascertain this particular individual. Why is there nil or no information available? Is there an explanation? That is all. So that we cut through the chest. That's my persuasion.
I think I agree with what you. If we
Only that. Then from there, any council was an issue can raise. I think that is the
Since you are releasing it, I think we should be releasing it.
very simple. You know, I don't know why we are arguing. These are people who worked for you from this year to this year. Calculate their benefits. Tell us how much it is. If or two. What else is there? Can we have the trustees here?
Perhaps, if you allow.
Yes. Or we are blaming anybody in this case. We had made a ruling that trustees, you comply. Calculations for all these people made and be completed within 90 days. I think in the trustees we have a chairman, correct? Who is the chair? The benefits of the pensioners who are in this case.
Thank you, Chair. All the same judgment says the 2005 rules are declared unlawful, invalid, and unconstitutional, in as far as the same purported to invalidate or reduce absolute rights and interests of the sponsors and members of the scheme. There are two provisions, 2002 and 2005.
Out of that list, the one which is written as, what does it say?
See, even in the appeal, that appeal, no issue was raised about an employee. So the issue here is already they have succeeded as 600 of them, that they were your workers and they need to be paid. So all we need is calculate. Because already, as far as the tribunal is concerned, all these were employees of your scheme. They were members of your scheme. That is why the judgment was in their favor. Now you can't tell us, this one we can't see, we don't know this one. That issue could have been raised at that time of the hearing, that this one is not a scheme member, this one is not a member. But for now, all we say is they succeeded in their judgment, all we need is calculation. So, and who keeps the records? You see, Council, maybe you can assist me also. You can assist, because here you are the custodians of the records. Members have come to court, have succeeded in their claim. You've been told to go calculate. You can't come back and tell us we don't see them. We don't see the name. no issue was raised about them during the hearing. Maybe. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Chairman.
Oh, are you a trustee?
I'm a trustee, Chairman.
Oh, since when?
For the guidance which you have given us to have this matter resolved. The trustees, the challenge they have, let me start by saying that trustees want to have this matter over finished, because I've seen it in this court. And the challenge we have had is to how to comply with the order. Because at one point it does
Council of the appellate is there. For us to sort out this thing once and for all, yeah? The council for the appellants, the trustees, council for the trustees, we give you time. You have a meeting together. You try to sort out each person and the calculations within a specific period. Where you differ, then you come, we sort it out. Because our intention is not arguing who is right, who is wrong. Is to pay. Because we don't have anything here. All we have here is for the retirees to be paid. You know, once one gets a decision, whether it's negative or positive, but it's a decision. And once one knows his or her position, he gets relaxed. And it serves the purpose. So, I'm just trying to, Mr. Tindika, yes. And I think and Mr. Maruti and the CEO, these parties should have a meeting and high on that calculation of all the individuals who are in the appeal. If there are issues missing, Tindika, you provide. The trustees are here. They go through the records. You sort out this issue. You know, people can't work for 20 years. Council, you can't work for years. When it comes to the payment of your benefits, then you are being taken through a very legalized process with a lot of confusion. No, it doesn't work like that. Let the people learn. I'm happy for the trustees, and I'm happy that Mr. Akund here, he has a very good experience in these matters. sort out these old men and women, I'm sure they'll also be happy. And that is the only thing why they are here. You know, when you see, let me tell you, every hearing, some coming to our offices, you know, it becomes so difficult for us. That's why tribunals were created, so that to avoid the legalized process of litigation. But again, we are again going back to the legalized process, just like a normal court. It doesn't make sense. So, Senior, I was suggesting, if you can, let me make this. Yeah, okay.
Just quick points.
Yes.
I think the issue of interpreting the April 22 judgment and the 25th of January ruling, that is an issue we'll never agree with, Mr. Tinik. So let's park that argument.
Let's do this, huh?
Let's look at the missing data. Let's first deal with the missing data. For one, this report was not only prepared for the appellants, it was prepared for the whole scheme. Okay? There are some who are not members, or who are not appellants in this data. Okay? So let's be very clear. What we can do and what we shall isolate, because there were two appeals. And the data is already there, and it's been provided. We will isolate the appellants from the data which we have, and we will give it to Mr. Tindika, telling him, these are your appellants. Okay, tell us which data is missing. And we'll give him that, because the report which from the CEO, and as you have heard, they never came back to us to ask us for this data, or even an explanation. And they are actuaries. The CEO is a regulatory body, scientifically resourced. We pay taxes for them, Mr. Maruti. We are paying taxes seriously for you to do a good job. So we cannot come back and tell us you don't have the data. We gave them the data. We gave them the explanation. The two reports are there. I've shared the two reports with Mr. Tindika. Let's deal with the facts.
Okay, Council, we have heard, and I want to finish this case in the next few days. This is a very straightforward case, the way I'm saying. Mr. Tindika, you are for the appellants. Yes. Let's finish this, because I think that the trustees, you have a meeting with Tindika together with the CEO. Is that okay? Tindika, the CEO, trustees, together with the lawyers. No, let me finish. Abana. No, now we are making a fresh, and we want it done within 30 days, calculations. This thing is simple. You go with the appeal. Appeal at number 1, so and so. Each one this year, we have calculated his dues. He's entitled to this. We finish. Okay? You go to that list like that. The missing information are failed. You calculate. You pay. We finish. What you want is the balance. So why would you, even you as trustees, would you want to, after you retire, to come here looking for money? The trustees and the Tindika for the appellants, all those calculations be done within that days. Where there is a dispute, it is carried forward, you bring it here, we look at it, we sort it like that. Every individual, every information of every retiree be provided for. Tindika system and do that. No. We have said that you have a meeting together. We don't want anybody to come and say, I was left out. I don't understand how the calculation was done. You can as well have a few, 2, 3 of the applicants to present together with you. They also see how the calculation is done. Then when we come here, we conclude this matter and they are paid and they go up, people.
Can I propose that RBA coordinates the meeting?
Yes. Actually, RBA, let's now make those orders. And I think... having obeyed the summons and appeared before this court, we have heard from them. We now make the following orders: that the CEO do organize a meeting of all parties to ensure that calculations is done with finality. All the missing information be provided for by the trustees, and also the advocate for the applicants to provide, to assist in any information that may be needed. We have a mention on 12th of September. And also to mention is that the applicants, the advocate in Tatindika, can also have 2 applicants or 3 accompanying him to the meeting so that we have this matter finalized. 12th of September, all parties kindly comply. And thank you so much for coming. Okay.
Okay. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Amos Kipkoe Chomboi. Mimi nilikuwa mfanyikazi wa Kenya Ports Authority, na leo judge ameongea vizuri na amezungumza vizuri. Tutakuwa hapa tarehe 12 September. All people will be here. So kitu kizuri ni kwamba wamekubali kutufanyia hesabu alafu tulipwe. Na kitu ambayo tungependa watufanyie ni baada ya tarehe 12. Hatungependa iairishwe tena. Tungependa within a duration of about 2 weeks tulipe pesa zetu. Hatutaki mikutano zingine. Tumekaa na it has taken too long. Kwa hivyo kitu kizuri ni kwamba tunaona kila kitu imekuwa sawa. So though tumeumia kwa muda mrefu sana kwa vile the people who are told to take charge of that job have been dilly-dallying. Mtu akisema vile walikuwa na argue ya kwamba check numbers hasipatikane, hiyo ni urongo. Any employee of Kenya Ports Authority has his own check number, so there's no excuse at all. That was a waste of time. So we believe that tutasaidiwa siku hiyo na tutapewa haki yetu. And let us hope even the other parastatals who are having the same problem, they should also be assisted and be paid, because we are all Kenyans. So there should be no question of dragging after. When somebody retires, amefanya kazi miaka hizo zote, ati bado hii. Why? What has been spoiling everything is kitu naitwa corruption. This is pure corruption, because you have all the files. Sasa ni kitu gani ambaye inakusumbua ati bado hii. Why? It is corruption, and we should avoid this thing if we want tukitaka kupeleka nchi mbele. So kwa hiyo machache na washukuru wenzangu hapa ambao tumepambana, tumeumia kwa hii miaka yote. So nashukuru hata nyinyi watu wa press vile mmekuja, kwa vile mmekuja kutusaidia.
17.
Yeah, 17 years.
Hiyo kesi yenyewe 207.
I retired in 20.
Wewe ulikuja nyuma 207.
Watu wale retire from 207.
Tulianza 207.
17 years. So it is, yani sababu nasema hapa ni corruption. In fact, even the trustees, I think the trustees there should be an overhaul, because they are not doing anything. Hakuna kitu wanafanya. Yes.
Sawa, tumesikia bwana. Acha huyo wale sisi ndio
Kwa majina naitwa Mama Eunice Koske, retiree Kenya Ports Authority. Leo tumekuja kusikiza kesi yetu ya kulipwa vibaya, na tunashukuru Chairman Tribunal ametoa orders. Trustees tunashukuru pia walikuja kwa mwito ile waliitwa, na CEO RBA failed himself, hata kama ni representative alituma, and vile kesi imeenda leo.
Jina naitwa Mbithuka. Jina naitwa Charles Mbithuka, ni retiree wa Kenya Ports Authority. Niliretire mwaka 2006. Hii kesi yetu ilianza hivi. Tulikuwa tunalipwa na mshahara ule wa mwisho, your last payslip, ndio ilikuwa tunalipwa nayo. Lakini ilipofika mwaka wa 2005 wakabadilisha trust deed. Sababu walikuwa wanasema wanafanya scheme haina pesa, wanajaribu kuchunga pesa. Lakini ukweli wa mambo ilikuwa KPA ilikuwa iko na almost 7 billion ya pension fund, na ilikuwa imekataa kupeana kwa pension fund. Unaona? Sasa kwa sababu hiyo ndio wakaleta hiyo, walikuwa naita hiyo ya kubadilisha tuwe tunalipwa na payslip 3. Tulipoenda kotini, koti ikaamua ya kwamba hiyo ilikuwa ni makosa na tunawahi kulipwa na payslip 1. Sasa baadaye hawa wakaenda wakakaa chini, wakafanya mpango na trustees wale walikuwako, wakapewa nyumba mbovu na zikawa overrated. Zikawa zimepewa overvalued, ndio kulipa hiyo deni ya 7 billion shillings ambao walikuwa nayo, ambao hata hiyo pesa ni kama hawakulipa wakamaliza. Na hizo pesa ilikuwa ni njia ya ufisadi tu ya kula pesa za pensioners wale ambao walikuwa mbele. Sasa kitu tumeendelea hivi, tumefanya hii kesi mara nyingi. Tulianza na High Court ya hapa Nairobi, wakafanya appeal, tukaenda kwa Court of Labor Court, yote ina rule in our favor. We went to High Court Malindi. We went to High Court, Court of Appeal Malindi. They all ruled in our favor. Mpaka Supreme Court wakaenda, ndio Supreme Court ikaturudisha kwa Tribunal. Tribunal on 28th of April 2022 ndio ili rule in our favor, ikasema we should be paid basing on the last pay slip that one was earning. And up to now, hawa watu wamekuwa wakidilidali. They don't want to pay us. Wanapeana figures wrong, wanasema documents zingine haziko, na documents wao ndio wako nazo. Kama wanasema kuna documents haziko, na tunalipwa monthly pension sote, how do they pay us the monthly pension if our documents are not there? So this is just a way of trying to frustrate wazee ambao tumezeeka. We are in our 70s now, and they don't want us to enjoy our money, which is not good. So we are asking the government also to look into the KPA scheme, pension scheme. Let them, DB scheme, your pension, let them look into it and see what is happening, because there are some things which are happening which are not good. And we want these things to be sorted out. Otherwise, they should even do away with that, with the trustees who are there, because they are not there for the benefit of us, retirees. We are the retirees, we pay them because that is our money. The pension money is our money. But they are just there to frustrate us. Tuko na ile increment, yearly increment ile ilipitishwa ni serikali. We are supposed to be paid after every 3 years an increment of 9%. Hiyo yetu tuliambiwa tangu December tutalipwa, tunaambiwa tutalipwa. Up to today we have not been paid. Why? The money is there. It is our money. Why can't we be paid? Ni kucheza na akili ya wazee tu. They want to kill wazee, sijui ndio wafanye nini baadaye. Kwa hivyo tunaomba ya kwamba serikali iingilie hii pension scheme yetu, ijue kuna shida gani, sababu kuna shida.
Kwa majina naitwa Susan Kago. Nilikuwa nikifanya kazi Inland Container Terminal na Main Port of Mombasa. kwa miaka 38. Leo hii tumekuja hapa Tribunal na nimeshukuru sana jaji wa Tribunal vile mwelekeo wake ameamua leo. Na nafurahi pia wafanyikazi wenzangu pande zote za nchi ya Kenya ambao wanasikia, hata walio ng'ambo bado wafuatiliza hii kesi. Nataka kuambia mambo ni mazuri na karibuni tutalipwa pesa zetu, kwa sababu mchezo wa paka na panya umejulikana leo. Trustee na kaplan ambao ni mawakili na ambao pia ni mtu mmoja ambao huku ni trustee na huku ni lawyer wa RBA. Haiwezekani, that is conflict of interest. Serikali inafaa iangalie, hata our own managing director anafaa angalie leo jambo. Mtu atakuwaje trustee and the same time awe ndiye anakuwa wakili wa RBA? Hapo hapaendi. Leo wameleta mambo mengi sana. Wamejifanya hawaelewi na wanaelewa kile wanachofanya. Wamechukua rasilimali zote za KPA ambao tulichangia sisi. Tumefanya kazi zaidi ya miaka 40, wengine miaka 39. Tumefanya kazi, miaka yetu ya ujana yote umepotea hapo kwa Kenya Post Authority. Leo tunataka kulipwa pesa zetu, hatulipi. Hii increment hawatupati. Ilipitishwa kwa koti tulipo na 3 pay slip. Mwenzangu alikuwa ashaongea. Sisi tulipitishwa tulipo na 1 pay slip, sisi tumelipwa na 3 pay slips. Wametunyanyasa, pesa zetu wanazo hataki kutoa. Kazi yao ni kuinvest kwa manyumba ambayo hayauziki. Kuna nyumba iko pale South Sea ambayo it is a white elephant, haiuziki, wanauza pesa nyingi na hakuna mtu ananunua. Wana invest where they are not supposed to invest. Kazi zao tu ni kuharibu mali ya wanachama na wataki sisi haki zetu zilipwe. Ningeomba serikali, ningeomba rais wetu President Ruto angalie ya mambo ambayo ni a patient scheme. Kenya Post Authority tumenyanyaswa, tunakufa, tuna uchungu mwingi sana katika roho zetu. Wenzetu wako kwenye wheelchairs, wenzetu wako bedridden, hawawezi kulipa hata medical. Why? Pesa zimewekwa kwa patient scheme. Matrustee tumewachagua na matrustee waliokuwa mbele wao wote wako katika chama kimoja cha kumaliza hii pension kwa winding up ya 2028. Je, sisi tutakuwa wapi? Asanteni.
Alafu sawa. Majioni. Alafu hiyo mtalete